Alright, got in my 2021 Peace Dollar from the US Mint. Got it in today. Philadelphia Mint, and yeah, you can hear it's loose in there. So I do have the gloves out. I'm hoping that it's not out of the capsule itself, but I am going to take it out of the capsule, give you an up-close raw look at it if you want to stick around for that, and then at the end I'll try to do some higher res pictures of the coin out of the capsule. A little disappointed. Well, I kind of expect things to come loose this year from the US Mint. It's just ridiculous. It was packaged, it was wrapped in paper. The outer shipping box was fine, no damage. It wasn't really shifting around the shipping box this time because they put enough extra paper in there, but I digress. Let's move on. Outer sleeve here, I really like the silver embossing on it. Looks really nice. I wish they had carried that over onto the actual box itself. Just a cheap cardboard box type of thing. Blacked out logo that you may or may not be able to see on this camera. It does say United States Mint there. So let's see. Opening this up for the first time. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Certificate of authenticity, and well, there it is. That's why it was shifting around in there, but it looks like it is still in the capsule, so that is good. Luckily it wasn't like the 2-set coin where it's banging up against something else, so good. Small things, right? So let's take a quick look at the certificate of authenticity. I mean, the cardstock on here is nothing to write home about. It's really thin on this one. This is an $85 coin if you were able to get it directly from the Mint. Secondary market's already marking them up. I don't know if this pricing will hold up over time. I believe the mintage, the maximum was 200,000, so I don't know how many they actually made. Limited it to 3 per household on day of issue. Sold out that day within hours, if not sooner. So, finish uncirculated. This is 99.9 fine silver. Our diameter 1.5 inches. Now it is only 0.858 troy ounces of silver. That's kind of to match up with the original coin. Reeded edge and the Mint Philadelphia. There's a description. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we look at the coin. Let's look at it first in the capsule. I want to give a look at it and see what I'm seeing here. Alright, pretty nice, pretty nice. We have Lady Liberty there on the front, and we got the eagle at rest with the olive branch because it's the Peace Dollar. No mint mark on this. Does have the initials of the designer right above the 1 there, and that's Anthony de Francisco, so I think it says, looks like an AF kind of blended together there. Okay, and of course this little stand here, you can set it up in there like that. This little felt cheap holder. Alright, let me glove up and let's get this out of the capsule. Look at it up close in all its glory. Alright, out of the capsule. Let's take a look at each side. I'll kind of give you their general description, and then I have a few extra tidbits to throw in that I've read about as far as the history of the Peace Dollar and the design itself here. But start off on the obverse here, or the front side. Features Liberty in profile, a radiant crown on her head, and the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and of course the year of issue. And as I pointed out before, let's see if we can let me zoom you in a little bit here. There we go. Get it to focus right above the 1, below the sculpt of Lady Liberty there. You can see an A, what is supposed to be an AF, it is an AF. They're just on top of each other. It's initials of Anthony de Francisco, so AF. Nice detail in the hair. So the little tidbit here on the obverse design, Anthony Francisci, I say Francisco before Francisci, actually patterned this after his wife. And it was one of the few things on the coin that wasn't criticized from the original design or changed. I think there was a dimple that he originally had on the design. He took that out. But the New York Herald said this was the best looking Lady Liberty they had seen. So that was a compliment. I'm sure that was enjoyed by his wife. Well, let's flip it over. And there's some interesting history on this design on the back side here. The reverse. So on the reverse depicts the eagle at rest, and it's holding an olive branch above the inscription peace. Get my lighting here. And let's see, additional inscriptions: United States of America, E pluribus unum, and $1. No mint mark on this coin, but it's minted in Philadelphia. Now, what I read on the original design, so this coin was originally minted, the first one was in December of 1921. Let's see, I don't remember the exact day. I think it was like they had like 4 days left in the month, and supposedly cranked out like over 1 million coins, which people questioned. They believe that was actually done early 2022. But that's when the first coin was presented, was in December, to the president, and they started minting them. Now the design here on the reverse, originally the eagle was standing on top of a broken sword. Now picture that. This is the peace dollar. This is after World War I. United States of America victorious, standing on a broken sword. That was interpreted by people as a symbol of defeat. So actually the New York Herald, again, I guess was pretty influential back then. Kind of were writing articles about it. They didn't like the broken sword. They thought, again, it meant defeat, that type of thing. And then a letter writing campaign to the mint changed their mind. They went back to old Anthony there, and it's like, we got to change this design. So they had already started the hub used to mint these things. You want to have more information on that, you can go ahead and post down below. But they basically had to, it was Morgan who got out the fine tools and had to chisel away the sword and create the background we see now. So you got the olive branch there, and eagle kind of perched on a rock or top of a mountain, whatever you want to see there. And so he kind of had to fill that in and take away that broken sword. And this is much better for peace, I think. You got the olive branch. Let's show you the reeded edge while I have this out in the raw. There it is. I'll snap a few pictures of it up close and roll those in here at the end. Let me know, did you get one of these? Do you collect the peace dollars? I haven't, but I thought this was a nice one for 2021. Went ahead and was able to pick it up, and that is that. Maybe I'll get some of the older ones now. Post up your comments down below. Thanks for watching. Boom.